What is up, everybody? My name is Ryder Renegade, and today we're once again unboxing another Zhu Zhu City playset. Now, this one I've already unboxed before, but it's going to be very different because it includes a certain hamster. I'll be unboxing once again the Downtown Starter Set with the hamster, but this time it features Carly. Now, how did I get this when it hasn't even released yet in the United States? It's going to be quite the story, I'll tell you that. I got it off from a Swedish site called jollyroom.se. Now, they don't originally ship to the United States, so basically I had to have this proxied over here. Costs a lot. I don't even want to tell you how much I spent on this because that's a that's not important right now. But if by any chance you guys want to get like a proxy to like get this for you, it's gonna be quite costly, I'll tell you that, because Jolly Room does not ship to the United States, nor any of the other like Norwegian sites that sells Zhu Zhu City, specifically the Dark Starter Set that includes Carly, because there's some listings with the starter set where it doesn't even include Carly, though I haven't really seen much photo shoots of that somehow, so can't really confirm that, but at the same time it's best to be staying safe, so you can be guaranteed on getting this, which has yet to release in the United States. But I have her right here, so then basically I could be the first to demonstrate Carly as a whole for the whole Zhu Zhu set. Wow. Off to a great start, I'll say that. Basically, I'll be showcasing Carly first off to basically just tell you whether if she's worth the hype. And I'll tell you just by the coloring pattern of how she looks, she's quite the Sherberg goober, worth the hype. But as well, worth the wait as well, since technically the starter set is available, but you can only get it with Sophie. And Sophie, technically, if you really think about it, it's just a blue Carly. But, and again, we all grew up with Carly more than we grew up with Sophie. So, this here is the Downtown Starter Set. You probably already seen this already because, well, I unboxed it with Sophie. But this time, it includes Carly, which she's right here. She's more of an orange-yellow, and she actually is more visibly seen here compared to the many other packaging. Normally they'd keep it inside here, wrapped up in like a paper type of like covering to keep it inside the packaging. I'm not sure whether I want to like construct a Downtown Starter Set since I technically already did. Let's just go ahead and do, well, not the fun part, the unboxing. Let's just go ahead and show what we got in the front. Starting off with, well, the front itself, like the whole packaging is Zhu Zhu City, hamster included, that being Carly. The Downtown Starter Set, which includes, right here on the side, one sign, one hamster, one ramp, 4 connectors, 2 turns, 1 door, 1 city room, 3 trees, and 2 cityscapes. On the other side, it shows all the other Zhu Zhu City hamsters that you can collect during the series. That being Num Nums, Mr. Squiggles, Spoodles, Chunk, Jilly, and Pipsqueak. And then you can scan here for more information on Zhu Zhu City or the whole Zhu Zhu Pets website as a whole. Back here we got the other sets that we have for Zhu Zhu City, and also the City Hamster themselves. We have the Ferris wheel, police car with tunnel, fire truck and station with tunnel, and pretty much all that together you can create your own Zhu Zhu City. And then on the bottom here, it just basically has a lot of like other type of information, as well. This little inserted thing, polyurethane foam. Can't even spell that properly because I'm a little bit tired. And then on the top here, it says Zhu Zhu City, and it has Carly zooming around. Originally, for the Downtown Starter Set when released in the United States, it has Sophie. But now, let's get to the fun part, the unboxing. That's what we've been looking for, actually. Now, with Sophie, basically Carly was first released in Sweden, but the thing is, Zhu Zhu City actually first released around Sweden and Norway first before it even reached the United States. So technically, if you really think about it, they didn't release in the summer, but sometime in the winter. And we got this little like covering coat here. I don't know how to take off this whole thing. I mean, like, I think it's like a whole separate piece now that I see. Let's just go ahead and lay it out. Oh, that's like stuck in there, actually. I don't know how I could take out Carly. It's gonna be quite interesting, I'll say that. Let's just go ahead and set it out like this. That's a lot of pamphlets. Oh my god. And that's a lot of languages. I could see that one of them is, I think, Italian, and another, like, well, they're all European, I'll say that, but this one's, like, very different, so that's something to look at eventually. But, yeah, that's, like, in there. I don't know. Ah, okay, I think I get it. There we go. Yeah, basically Carly is like bolted in here. So pretty much unscrewing that will be quite the doozy. And then there's the older pieces of the Downtown Starter set. We'll go ahead and take a look at that later. Let's go ahead and take care of the main ticket itself, Carly. Because, you know, I've always wanted her. She's actually like my more favorite Zhu Zhu City hamster out of the rest of the others. Because, well, it's like the closest thing we got to red so far. There's most likely going to be more Zhu Zhu pets later on within this series. Okay, there we go. Got these little bits out. Now, here is Carly. She's got like one with like scrunched eye and then one that's just like popping out. Now there's like a little both scrunchy. She's very soft, I'll say that. I just like the shade of it. It makes it look like some type of like sunset. Her birthmark is originally, and the same as the original, a heart peace sign, which is nice. They keep it in detail, and it's like yellow embroidered. I actually like this a lot more than I thought. I also really thought she'd have like a little like more like a little marking over here around the eye, since the shading kind of makes it vary for how it looks. She's very soft. I will say that she's very fuzzy soft. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab the original Carly to compare between the difference for this new version of Carly and what was previously released back in the old days. Alrighty, here we have the original Carly from the original Zhu Zhu Pets line, and as well the new Carly for Zhu Zhu City. Very big difference, I'll tell you that. With Carly, she has more pink actually, with the same tones of yellow and orange, but there's a lot more pink present within this release. And of course the fur texture is very different actually. It's like that unique flocky fur texture that is very unique to other Zhu Zhu Pets, which have their own original fur texture. Later on, more Zhu Zhu Pets tend to have this type of texture quality of fur, like Sophie, Finnegan, Marmy, Baboose, and a bunch of others. And then, fun fact, there was originally going to be a 2017 release of Carly. It was showcased sometime in around the Toy Fair. This is how it looked. Basically, it looked kind of like 2017 Sophie, except with blue eyelashes, and what I could have seen from her birthmark, it was a heart with an arrow going through it. Technically, Pinky's birthmark, if you really think about it. And now we have the new Carly, which is more like a sherbet orange, per se, with the tone of yellow and orange present. No pink whatsoever, and of course, the different coloring on the birthmark. Well, this one, it's still the same, just of course with the original white embroidery like every other original Zhu Zhu Pet. Now, it does mention that Carly's birthday is June 25th, but on her coloring bio page, it mentions that her birthday is on September 25th. That could be most likely an error, actually, so I'll just say that her birthday still remains June 25th as the original predecessor from back in the day, so that'll be something. Now, for her sounds, I recall that her sounds are technically her own unique sounds like the original one, and it is as well shared with the new Sophie for Zhu Zhu City. So that is quite odd. I genuinely thought they would actually give Sophie like cappuccino sounds, but they basically now have the same shared sounds. And as well, those sounds are as well used for Pinky, since they were released almost around the same time. And then later on in 2012, Moppet tends to have those type of sounds, so that's cool. Alright, well this one's already unscrewed. I just gotta unscrew this one. It's what really is important. Okay, got a hold of it. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that. And there we go. Now, before we test out Carly for the new Zhu Zhu City, we'll go ahead and wow, that's not even proper English. Test out the original Carly from the original Zhu Zhu Pets line. Another thing that I forgot to mention is that Carly was originally a Build-A-Bear Workshop exclusive. That's how I got my Carly originally. I got her in Build-A-Bear Workshop down in Marathon, Florida, actually. There was one down there, but I don't think it exists anymore, sadly. But I also as well got Num Nums that same day, both Carly and Num Nums in Build-A-Bear Workshop. But let's go ahead and hear her sounds. Now those are some sounds to remember right there. Now let's go ahead and test out the new version of Carly. You probably already may have heard it because of Selfie, so that's quite a bit of a spoiler that just, well, kind of got spoiled for the movie. But it's okay. Now let's go ahead and just test her out right here. Yep, basically the same unique sounds as the original Carly. Yep. As original as it was back in then. I really like Carly, actually, with her color palette. I'm going to mention that over and over because, like, I love this type of, like, tone of coloring. Like, it's more better with the brighter lighting since this lighting's more yellow, per se, but, once you, like, get a hold of Carly, eventually, when it releases in the United States, you'll notice the biggest difference in tone with the original Carly and this new one. But now, I'm generally not sure if I want to unbox this starter set, if I'm going to be honest with you. I think I mostly just did it just so I can get Carly, really. But we'll still go ahead and give her a test run because, you know, it's what really matters to see how well she works. Oh, she's fast. Alright, well that is the test run of Carly. I mean, sure, it was pretty quick, and I most likely won't be unbagging this downtown starter set, but maybe eventually, once the other playsets release, I might try getting myself another downtown starter set so then I could create a bigger Zhu Zhu City for funsies. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. You already would know what would be available in the downtown starter set, minus the fact that I mentioned it on the side of the packaging. But since I already did an unboxing of it and a demonstration with Sophie a few weeks ago, or was that? Oh my God, it's been a month. Holy moly! Yeah, but there's really nothing much to look in. I'll of course link the original unboxing of the downtown starter set with Sophie in the description, and as well. If you ever want to get Carly as best as you can, if you're either living within this region of Europe, I'll link both the links for Norway and Sweden in the description down below. I recommend getting a proxy to basically get this shipped from Europe to the United States, but just know there's going to be a lot more extra import fees because of the state of America it's in right now. I'm going to be honest with you, it was quite painful. But anyways, we're all surviving. Unless you want to wait for Carly to be officially released and announced by Sepia themselves for the United States, it's best to wait as long as you can to then get Carly. She is worth the wait, I will tell you that, and she's very unique out of them all. She has to be my favorite out of every other single Zhu Zhu City hamster that there is so far. But eventually there'll be more Zhu Zhu pets coming soon later on, maybe next year. Yeah, that's pretty much it. What do you guys think of Carly? Again, my most favorite out of them all. Of course, the original Carly still stands on top, actually, but she's more vibrant, per se. I am not going to be talking about the 2017 Carly, ever, because it was unreleased, and as well as the 2017 Zhu Zhu pet. Did you guys even knew that there was a 2017 Carly? I kind of did not, but I remembered it many years ago when I first saw it. But that doesn't matter. That is all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, and stay zootastic. Nailed it. Alright. Later, guys.